You're watching East Tennessee Weather, powered by Rusty Wallace Automotive Group.
Good morning. Today's Wake Up with Witcher is sponsored by East Tennessee Renovations, LLC. They are a family-owned and operated residential remodeling company specializing in kitchen and bathroom renovations. What you're looking at are before and after photos of some amazing bathroom renovations they have done. They take pride in their communication and scheduling skills, cleanliness on the job, and overall customer satisfaction. Their goal is to make any project the most hassle-free and least impactful to you, your family, and your daily life. They are also passionate about accessibility. They are certified aging in place specialists. Give my friends at East Tennessee Renovations a call today at 865-233-3657 or visit them online at eastTNrenovations.com. If you're looking for a hassle-free kitchen or bathroom renovation or update today, which seems to be appropriate, we're almost into the spring months. Let's take you outside and show you the big picture pattern. We've got a cold front on the way, my friends, and this cold front is going to spill in a few clouds, but it's also going to bring us quite a bit of a wind throughout the day today. So we are talking about a breezy day ahead of us today. It is precipitation free, maybe a sprinkle or two, but there's one on the heels of that one that is going to spill in more rain as we get into our Friday night, I should say, and Saturday morning. And then it looks like we'll stay chilly as we get into the upcoming weekend. Out there this morning, we do have a beautiful sunrise taking shape. A few clouds hanging out with us here this morning in Hardin Valley, Karnes community, up near parts of Morgan County as well. Current temperature is now 35 degrees in Hardin Valley. We do have mostly clear skies in Gatlinburg. That's going to translate to abundant sunshine. We're currently sitting right around 40 in downtown Gatlinburg. And a live look there from our Sevierville camera. Absolutely beautiful start today, crystal clear, but chilly with a temperature now of 33 degrees. And so we are definitely going to continue to track that. Let's show you what it looks like outside from our Maryville camera. Oh, beautiful sunrise taking shape here to get the day started. So we sure hope you have a wonderful and safe day. Happy Thursday, everybody. Did you have a good Valentine's Day yesterday? If you celebrated it, did you see my photo of that giant crab? We had some crab and steak, and it was absolutely amazing. Let's go ahead and get you out on the roadways here this morning. A live look there at 275 and Woodland Avenue. Volume of traffic is running smoothly. We are currently accident-free around the area, which is great news to pass along. But as I mentioned, we do have a cold front on the way, and that cold front's going to spill in the wind and also some clouds throughout the afternoon. We are currently rain-free around the area under just a few clouds hanging out with us this morning. So no issues to speak of weather-wise anyways. And believe it or not, temperatures are actually trending just a little bit warmer than what we were yesterday. But you still need the jackets. It's chilly for sure. We're going to see those current temperatures are now in the 30s. A couple pockets of 20s and a couple pockets of 40s. But for the most part, temps are now in the 30s. We have a little bit of fog showing up in the parts of Campbell County, northern Anderson County, and also right around the Claiborne County community. But not a lot of fog to slow you down. So getting you out the door this morning, grab the jackets. You can shed those jackets later on today. Maybe get some windbreakers. Maybe. The wind's going to be on the increase. Temperatures as we go into the lunch hour, abundant sunshine and 52 degrees. So a nice day ahead of us today. But again, increasing clouds as we get closer to sunset here tonight. If that's all you need to know, we sure hope you have a great day. You can hit the road and know that today's going to be on the dry side, but those rain showers will increase as we head through the day tomorrow. So here are your weather headlines. Warm and breezy with increasing clouds throughout the day. Rain settles in late Friday into early Saturday. Maybe a quick little bout of some snow across the plateau in the mountains, but not expecting a lot. No travel troubles expected Saturday morning, but it is going to stay on the chilly side Saturday and Sunday with high temperatures only in the 40s. Brr! While we're trending about 10 degrees above average over the next 2 days, today and tomorrow, we'll be trending about 10 degrees below average on into our Saturday. It's going to be a warmer weather actually does return as we get into the middle part of next week. So let's go ahead and walk you through our future cast. Picking up on just a few clouds this morning. We saw that over in the Hardin Valley and Karnes, but the clouds will increase through the day today. So grab the sunglasses. You'll need those. But again, we can shed the jackets later on this afternoon. Here's 7 o'clock tonight. You can see how the clouds are going to be increasing across the area. But as I mentioned, the wind is going to be on the increase. And so while the wind is light now, the winds will be gusting as we get closer to noon, 2, 3, 4 o'clock today. And then through the evening and overnight hours, those winds will start to relax once again. But it is going to be on the breezy side. Forecast high temperatures today will make it into the 60s. Let's go back to that. Forecast high temperatures today will be in the 60s. So again, we're going to be low to mid 60s really for the most part. Chattanooga, you can make it to 65. Tri-Cities at 60. Oak Ridge to Wartburg, Rockwood, right there in the low 60s this afternoon as well. And that's going to make for a nice evening. Again, we will be mostly cloudy as we get closer to sundown here tonight, but temperatures will be comfortable. 58 degrees by 6, down into the low 50s by 10 o'clock tonight. But as I mentioned, we do have another cold front on the way. So while we may see a sprinkle or two as we get past sundown tonight, I'm not expecting a lot of rain with this first cold front. It is a dry one. Probably a little bit of virga showing up with that. That's rain evaporating before it reaches the surface. As we get started on our Friday morning, though, we are going to be partly to mostly cloudy. We should have a pretty nice sunrise, I think, on Friday. Morning lows, because we'll have the clouds in place overnight tonight, will be down into the 40s. So it's going to be a little bit more mild tomorrow morning. But enjoy it, because that cold blast of air settles in for the weekend. Here's your Friday planner. We're going to see temps right around lunchtime in the low 50s, warming back in the low 60s. So Friday's going to be fantastic, even though we'll have more cloud coverage in place. But if you have evening plans Friday night, here comes our next little storm system. Of course, we'll highlight this in more detail tomorrow, but the point is this next cold front is not only going to bring us a chance for rain, maybe a quick little bout of snow during the overnight hours across the higher terrain. This model forecast keeps us mostly liquid precipitation, but I can't rule that out across the plateau or the mountains. That's where the colder air is going to settle in first, and, of course, you're higher in elevation as well. We start Saturday morning off on the wet side with wet roads, but we shouldn't have a lot of rain to start our Saturday. Through the day on Saturday, we'll see an increase in sunshine, but chilly temps for sure. So when you look at your rainfall forecast, this Friday night and Saturday morning storm system is going to bring us about a third to maybe upwards of a half an inch of rain in isolated locations. Not a huge rain event, but at this point of the game, after last week, and we saw, or earlier this week, I should say, we saw quite a bit of rainfall. So this is just kind of insult to injury. And so when you look at your 3-day forecast, we'll see those temperatures. It's going to be breezy today, increasing clouds at 62. We'll be right around 60 degrees on Friday. Cold front swings through, bringing us rain Friday night and Saturday morning. And look at that Saturday high temperature. It's going to be cold with a high of only 42 degrees. Let's show you the big picture weather pattern for those of you who want to stick around, or if you have any sort of travel plans. We will continue to see, we'll continue to see rain chances increase again, that 30%, basically when you just take the whole day. But everyone pretty much gets rain Friday night into Saturday morning. And here's what it looks like on the big picture weather pattern. So we will continue to see the cold front number 1 come through, bringing us just a few clouds and maybe a sprinkle or two overnight tonight. Here comes cold front number 2, though, for Friday into Saturday, and that's what's going to bring us the rain showers Friday night and Saturday morning. That races on out as well pretty quickly. So these storms don't last very long. They're not going to be major weather producers, but again, it will produce some decent rain. So Thursday into Friday, you can see how the rain's going to settle its way in with that frontal boundary, and that's what's going to spill in a decent amount of rain. So if you have any travel plans around the region, just keep in mind it's not just here locally. We'll see it across the state of Tennessee, down in the northern Alabama, Mississippi, parts of northern Georgia as well. As I mentioned, most of the snow is going to be to our north, but maybe just a little bit of the horseshoe, if you will. The old classic horseshoe. Another chance for some light snow showers across the higher terrain. 7-day forecast trend. We're trending above average today and tomorrow. Well below average as we get into Saturday. Moderating nicely on Sunday with more sunshine, but still chilly. And then beautiful weather returns with more sunshine next week. Now, it is going to be cold for those morning lows. Look at these lows Sunday and Monday morning. We're going to be down in the mid to upper 20s. So chilly into the weekend and the start of the work week anyways, at least with low temperatures. And then those temps come back up. Remember, the Climate Prediction Center predicts temperatures across the country. And they're saying, hey, look, this just gives us probabilities that we would have above average temperatures all the way through the 25th, but it doesn't stop there. We go all the way through the 29th. Yes, it is a leap year this year. And so maybe the possibility of above average temperatures. It doesn't tell you how above average, but just the chance for slightly above average temperatures are on the way. Hey, by the way, got to give a big shout out to Lee Bliss, who always joins us on the social. I don't know if he's on here this morning, haven't checked yet, but got a chance to go out and hand deliver Lee an umbrella, an East Tennessee weather umbrella. And I said, Lee, we got to take a picture, right? Had great conversation, hung out at the clubhouse at the golf course. That's the Knoxville Municipal Golf Course over off of Shot Road. That's where he works. I think he said he's been there for about 7 years or so. And so I had a great conversation with him. And so, Lee, thanks for having me out there yesterday and let me hand deliver and take a photo of the umbrella, the East Tennessee Weather umbrella. Don't worry, I'm still trying to get to all of you who have messaged me. I do have more umbrellas that I've ordered. And if Tammy is on here, I'm not sure. Hey, good morning, Lee. There you are. See, everybody, now you know what Lee looks like. See how this works? Lee, it was so nice to meet you, my friend. It was so great to catch up with you yesterday and just have some good conversation. So good morning, everybody. Glad you could join us here this morning. Heading over to the chat and see what's going on. Did everyone have a wonderful Valentine's Day yesterday? Did you see the photo of the gigantic crab that we had? It was a pretty decent one. And the steaks were amazing. I actually sous vide the steaks. It took me about an hour and a half to sous vide them. And if you never sous vide steaks, it just makes for the perfect steak. So you sear it before, you put it in a bag, you sous vide it. It took about an hour and a half because they were about inch and a half to 2 inch thick steaks. And they come out perfect. Then you sear them again once they come out in a little bit of butter, and they just turn out perfect. Absolutely perfect. See if I can get you a video. I took some video. I was going to put together a reel yesterday, and I'll probably do that today to show you the steaks. But let's see. Let's see if we can see this photo. See that? Look at that. Look at how perfect that steak turned out. Isn't that just amazing? We sure hope you enjoyed your Valentine's Day dinner if you did that. Kimberly, you've never had crab? I'm assuming that's crab. You've never had crab? How have you never had crab? Kimberly, come on now. What does it taste like? What does crab taste like? I don't know. Crab? Not quite sure how you describe crab. It's succulent. It's soft. It's sweet. It's not fishy. So if you've never had it because you don't like fish, don't worry. It's not fishy. I'm not a big fishy person. I like fish, but not if it's too fishy. I can't do it. Just can't do it. Katrina says she gets off at 2 o'clock today, so bring on some sunshine. Well, you'll have some sunshine by 2, but the clouds will be increasing, Katrina, as we get into the evening hours. Good morning, Stephanie. Maybe a little bit of light snow for you folks on the plateau, Stephanie. Friday night and Saturday morning. No travel troubles, though, okay? But if you do get some snow, shoot me a photo through the Witcher's Pictures link and the East Tennessee Weather app, which I know you do every once in a while. Good morning, Eva. She's joining us again from Newport. We got Portia on here. Buck says, ouch, cover up the tender bikes this weekend. Yeah, right? Ooh, pigeons? I've never heard of pigeons, Buck. Pigeons playing ping pong at Mill and Mine. Another great jam band, Mike. Never heard of them, so I'll have to check them out. Let's see. Tina says, yeah, I was wondering if we were going to get any more. Well, not a ton, and it doesn't look like. March now looks like a different story. There are storm systems lining up in March, but again, it's only February 15th. We've got a long time to go. And so, as you know, and as I talk about, I don't do a lot of long range forecasting. So I'll talk about it, and I'll highlight the storms that may be potential, but we really won't dive into the details on those too far out in time. Just don't think it's very smart to do. So Tina made some ribeyes on the grill last night. How'd they turn out? Do you like your steak rare? Do you like it well done? My mom's a well done steak person. Yeah, crab's delicious, isn't it, Buck? Let's see. Susan says, what's it called and how do you cook the steaks? It's called sous vide. So SOUSVIDE. It's I believe it's French. Sous vide. So you're cooking your steaks in a water bath, but you put them in a plastic bag. So what you do is you sear it. So you lock in the juices. Then you put it in the bag, and you put it into a hot water bath. And so the cool thing about a sous vide is that you can never overcook your food. And that's how a lot of restaurants do it, because or caterers do their steaks. They cook them all to certain temperatures. And so I like mine. I think I cooked it to 129 degrees, so I like them medium rare. And then what you do is you let it cook for about an hour and a half. I have one called Joule, Joule. It's great. It's got a little app to it, and so you open up the app. I'll show you. You open up the app, and then you cook. Let's see. Come on, stop. Of course, it's not going to work. You cook the steaks exactly to the temperature that you want. So you can never overcook it. And so even though, listen, and that's the great way to do it too, because even though, you could cook like 20 steaks at the same time, 30, 40 steaks at the same time if you have a big enough container to do so. But the app is really cool because it gives you an idea of like what you're trying to cook. So you click beef. So I cook some beef. and then you click on the steaks, and then see, this app is amazing. So it's called Joule. So can you see that? And then you can set the temperature. So the cool thing is you come in here and set the temperature, and it gives you their favorite, and it shows you exactly what the steak would turn out to be if you cooked it at that temperature. And I did 129 degrees, and that's the way it looks like. So it's a really cool app, and it goes with the machine. I think it was like $150, $170 for this, but listen, I've had it for like, I've probably had it for over 10 years. Starting to fade on me, but it's just an immersion heater. And so it just heats up the water to the temperature that you want your food cooked at. If you like to do poached eggs, you can actually do poached eggs in the shell in a sous vide. And so there on that, it tells you exactly what temperature to get, a hard boil, soft boil, or a poached egg in the shell. And then you just crack that shell and put it on your toast. And so you could cook a dozen or more eggs at the same time and have them come out exactly the same way. That's how I've cooked many Christmas breakfasts. When we have a bunch of people here, we'll do some eggs Benedict and usually Oscar style, like on Christmas. You know what that means, right? Put some crab on top. Ooh, and some hollandaise sauce. So good. But the eggs come out absolutely perfect. So if you've never done sous vide, check it out. And the one I have is called Joule. I think it's like $170. Chris says he grew up in the Midwest. He's not much of a seafood person, but you're probably a steak person, I suppose. Let's see. Hey, Tammy, your umbrella and your shirts and your chapsticks have been shipped. So I did ship those out yesterday. I had to rig a box, so good luck trying to get into that box. I had to put a bunch of tape on it. Take a picture of that and share that with us when you actually get it, because I totally rigged that box up just so everything would stay in there. But yeah, it costs $18 to ship. Is that not crazy? It was $30 to ship at UPS. I went to UPS to get the box because I didn't have an umbrella box. And that was, I'm not just, I don't care. I mean, I'm glad you're getting the gear. But it was like $7 for the box, and then UPS was going to charge $30 to ship that. So I went over to the USPS. They were $18. Great. So Tammy, you should get that probably in the next few days, depending on how long it takes to get out of the USPS area. Let's see. Susan says yes, medium rare. That's the only way to go. No doubt. I used to eat my hamburgers that way. Then remember back in the day, they said, okay, you got to cook your hamburgers all the way through. Still like a juicy hamburger. Took me a little bit to get past that whole study they did about having to cook your ground beef all the way through. But, yeah, Chris says, bring on the beef. Remember they had the good old, where's the beef? Where's the beef? Anybody remember that old commercial from Arby's? Those old ladies? Where's the beef? Oh, those were the days. Those were the commercial days for sure. Let's go back outside and take a look at that the weather camera from Maryville. Beautiful sunrise. Just a few clouds hanging out with us here at this hour. It is chilly here this morning, and we'll take another couple views from some live cameras that I've set up here around town. We'll take you to Hardin Valley and show you what that looks like, because Hardin Valley is looking beautiful this morning. Just a few clouds hanging out with us. In the Hardin Valley community, it's currently 34 degrees now in Hardin Valley with a light wind for now, but remember the winds are going to be on the increase throughout the day today. That's a live look there from Sevierville. Gorgeous view in Sevierville, but remember those winds will be on the increase throughout the day today. Gusting to about 20-25 here in the valley, up to 30-35 miles per hour across the foothills. So anybody doing some hiking or outdoor activities today, maybe if you're a homeschooler and you have some homeschool kids, maybe today's a good day to go buy yourself a kite. Go to the hobby store. Hobbytown's great, and go buy yourself an awesome kite and go out and fly it today, because it's going to be nice. Temperatures today are going to top out in the 60s with evening temperatures in the 50s. So a nice evening ahead of us. But remember, tomorrow we're going to be tracking a cold front. Then tomorrow night we are going to see rain. So if you have plans on Friday night, tomorrow night, we'll see scattered rain showers, maybe a couple rumbles of thunder, not a lot of instability in the atmosphere, and maybe a little bit of light snow on the backside of this. This model's not picking up on much in the snow department, but there is a chance for a light dusting of snow across the plateau and the mountains, and that really should be about the extent of it. Rainfall amounts with this next system tomorrow night. Remember, cold front number 1 comes through tonight, bringing us just more clouds than anything else, maybe a sprinkle or two. Cold front number 2 tomorrow night brings us about a third to maybe upwards of a half an inch of rainfall on the Cumberland Plateau. And also a chance for maybe a little bit of light snow, but no travel troubles. We're going to stay in the 60s today and tomorrow, and then down into the 40s. Like Buck said, cover up those tender bikes. It is going to be chilly for sure. Tammy says, thanks, Mike. You need to charge us for shipping. That's crazy. It costs too much to ship. It is crazy for sure. But listen, I'm not here to try to make a bunch of money on my merchandise. I just want you guys to all have it. Where's the beef? I did say Arby's, didn't I, Jorge? You're right. It was Wendy's, wasn't it? Where's the beef was Wendy's. You are so right, my friend. Absolutely right. Oh, you all are amazing. How many of you are looking for a kitchen or bathroom renovation? Anybody want to do some renovating on their house? Well, if you do, don't forget that this morning's Wake Up with Winter was sponsored by East Tennessee Renovations, LLC. They're family owned and operated. They really pride themselves in their communication and scheduling skills, their cleanliness on the job to try to be as least impactful to you, your home, and your daily life. Plus, they're passionate about accessibility. All of us are aging, and they are certified aging in place specialists. What does that mean? They'll help you widen doorways. They'll help you take away transitions or put up grab bars, anything to help you transition, whether something's happened to you or as we age. They will help you get your house ready because there's a lot of times our homes and our doorways are just too skinny. And if something were to happen to you, they can help you out. So give my friends at East Tennessee Renovations a call today at 865-233-3657. That's 865-233-3657. Or see if I can get the words out, or visit them online at eastTNrenovations.com. All right. We sure hope you have a wonderful, safe day. The current time is now 7:24. I'll step outside real quick and see if there are any accidents for anybody needing to hit the road. And it looks like we are currently accident-free across all of East Tennessee. Can't go wrong with that on a good old Thursday. We sure hope you have a wonderful and safe day. I'll send you back to the 24-hour weather channel for those of that maybe coming back on. I see a few more coming on here this morning. So again, we sure hope you have a great day. I'll see you back here tomorrow morning as we wrap up this work week for Wake Up with Witcher, 7 o'clock, bright and early. And we'll have a discussion about what your plans are for the upcoming weekend. So think about those weekend plans. If you have events coming up, make sure you let me know so I can give those events a big old shout out on Wake Up with Witcher. All right. Thanks for joining me this morning on this Thursday. We'll see you back here real soon.
Hey folks, it's Jake from Rusty Wallace Kia of Knoxville. We're kicking off the new year right. You'll save more than ever before in 2024. The price won't be the problem with deals like these. Get rates as low as 0.9%. Get $7,000 over KBB value for your trade. Plus, every new vehicle comes with Rusty's exclusive, no charge 200,000-mile warranty. And don't forget, the price won't be the problem at Rusty Wallace Kia of Knoxville, I-75 at Callahan Drive.
You're watching East Tennessee Weather. Weather when you want it.
Good morning and have a great Thursday, everybody. Sure hope you enjoyed Valentine's Day if you celebrated it. Today is going to be a beautiful day. Increasing clouds, though, by the end of the day as a weak, dry cold front heads our way, and that's going to produce some breezy, if not gusty, conditions. Rain settles in again Friday night into early Saturday. It's going to be a chilly weekend, but warmer weather returns as we get into next week. So getting everyone out the door here this morning, we start off with temps in the 30s. We'll climb into the low 50s as we get into the lunch hour. Plenty of sunshine as we get into the lunch hour. But again, those clouds will be on the increase for the second part of our day. Here comes the frontal boundary. It's going to start to settle on in. So as the kids head home from school, partly cloudy skies becoming mostly cloudy as we get into the evening rush hour. Can't rule out a straight light sprinkle, but likely not to see a whole lot of activity throughout the day today. These clouds won't be with us for too long anyways. As I mentioned, the wind is going to be on the increase throughout the day today. Winds gusting to about 20-25 miles per hour and then relaxing overnight tonight. So a rather breezy day, but that's going to help to push those temperatures into the low 60s. So a nice warm day on tap for sure. Nice evening as well. We're going to be a little bit on the breezy side, but the winds will start to relax into the evening hours. By 6 o'clock, we're in the upper 50s, mid 50s by 8. And by 10 o'clock tonight, comfortable still. We'll still be in the low 50s. We do have that chance for some rain showers as we get into our Friday night, Saturday. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about those weekend forecast temperatures. That's all coming up in just 5 minutes. All right, so the clouds are going to be increasing. The weak dry cold front swings through. As I mentioned, maybe a sprinkle here or there. These low clouds will start to work their way on out, but as they move on out, some high-level clouds move back in. So anticipate a rather cloudy Friday ahead of us. We start off with partly cloudy skies, and temperatures will dip down into the 30s and 40s. So it's going to be a mild Friday morning. Still need the light jackets for sure. Through the day, though, on Friday, the clouds will be on the increase, so we are going to become mostly cloudy, if not just rather overcast. Temperatures are going to be in the 60s, though, so a nice way to end the week. However, with that said, we have another storm system on the way, and that's going to spread in more rainfall. So by 7 o'clock on Friday night, if you have any outdoor plans or evening plans, you're going to start to see some rain showers settle on in. They're going to be with us during the overnight hours into Saturday morning, and maybe a quick little brief stint of some light snow showers across the northern plateau, northern valley, and the Smokies Mountains. Not expecting a whole lot of snow with the fall with this one, but we are looking at anywhere from, say, about 1/3 of an inch to about 1/2 an inch of rainfall as that cold front swings on through. Again, that's Friday night into Saturday morning. When you look at your 3-day forecast, we're going to see those temperatures dip down pretty quickly. So we'll round out the week with temps near 60, and then we'll drop nearly 20 degrees as we get into our Saturday and Sunday. So it is going to be a rather chilly weekend ahead. We've got much more in your extended 7-day forecast and the big picture weather pattern. That's also coming up in just about 5 minutes. I'll be right back. Time for the big picture weather pattern, but let's recap those weather headlines. Another warm and breezy day ahead of us today, increasing clouds as a weak, dry cold front swings through. But we do have not a moisture start cold front Friday night into Saturday morning. That is going to bring us some rain showers, maybe some light snow showers across the higher elevations. It's going to be chilly this weekend with warmer weather returning as we get into next week. So you can see our rain chances will be bumped up late Friday into early Saturday, and then we'll be dry Saturday afternoon, Sunday, but chilly, and we're going to stay dry throughout the start of next week. Here's how it all plays out. We've got this storm system moving its way on into the area again as we get into our Friday night into Saturday. Here comes the cold front. Slides on through the area. Doesn't do a whole lot, but brings us about a third to upwards of a half an inch of rainfall. And that should be really about the extent of it when we're talking rainfall. A little bit of light snow possible across the Horseshoe area, the mountains, and the Cumberland Plateau. But I'm not too confident that we'll see a whole lot of activity. And the activity that we do see will be very, very brief. So don't expect any major travel concerns whatsoever. High temperatures stay warm all the way through Friday, then drop quickly as we get into Saturday and Sunday, but climb right back out into the 50s and 60s into next week. Low temperatures, the coldest mornings will come through Sunday and Monday morning, and then those morning lows warm back into the 30s and the 40s. All right, we sure hope you have a great day. I'll be right back. I mentioned, we are looking at a rather breezy day around East Tennessee. And so we've got a weak, dry cold front on the way that increases our clouds, increases our wind. So the winds are relatively light to get the day started, but the winds will be on the increase as we get into the lunch hour and into the afternoon. So we're talking winds out of the south-southwest, anywhere from, say 5 to 15 miles per hour, but gusting to 20 to 25 miles per hour. So it's going to be a rather breezy day. Temperatures are going to warm into the 60s, so a nice day ahead of us today. And those clouds are going to be with us by the end of the day, but then the clouds move their way on out. Maybe a sprinkle here or there, but not expecting a whole lot of activity as the low levels of the atmosphere are rather dry. As we get into our Friday morning, we'll start off with a few clouds hanging out with us, but the clouds will increase throughout the day on Friday. High clouds at first, cloud deck lowers. Here comes our next storm system. And that's going to blast in some moderate showers as we get into our Friday night and early Saturday morning. Not a ton of snow with this, but we could see some wraparound snow or some snow developing with that system. It will be brief if we see it. It's going to be in the middle of the night. Then we'll see increasing sunshine throughout our Saturday and Sunday, albeit on the chilly side. Rainfall amounts about a third to half an inch of rainfall in most locations, I think. And that should be really about the extent of it. 7-day forecast. We'll see those temperatures stay on the warm side. Today and tomorrow, drop into the 40s for the weekend, and then climb back into the 50s as we get into next week. An average high in Knoxville is 53 degrees, so kind of keep us on check. Chattanooga, your average high temperature is 55. We're going to be about 10 degrees above average today and tomorrow, and then we'll be about 10 degrees below average as we get into our Saturday with moderating temperatures Sunday and all next week with more sunshine and dry weather conditions. Everyone's getting pretty much wet Friday night and a Saturday morning across parts of Crossville. Your average high is 48. You're going to be well above that today, 10 degrees above that tomorrow, and then we'll be about 10 degrees below that with highs only in the 30s on into our Saturday. We're back into the 40s Crossville from on Sunday, and then how about some 50s and 60s next week? We'll be able to get out, hit the golf courses once again. All right, in Tri-Cities, it's also going to be chilly on Saturday with a high of only 39, then dipping down to 22 degrees on Sunday morning, so a couple of crisp nights ahead of us, and then those afternoon highs warm along with those morning low temperatures as well. All right, we sure hope you have a great day. Always check in with the latest forecast by downloading